So before we finish installing this bed and putting in the insulation in the walls and all this kind of stuff, we have to finish putting on rock holds. So we decided that we want to use rock holds to climb beside like the back end and the very back of the bus to be able to get onto eventually what will be a roof deck. So we decided to do that. So we have to screw these in from the outside, and then we are going to seal them up with some silicone just to make sure that they're nice and watertight and there's no leaks that are going to happen, because that would go straight into our insulation. So yeah, go mode. Spooky people. So we started this back area what feels like 100 years ago, but our project on this bus is kind of all over the place, so we're really thankful that you're like following along and all that kind of stuff. We are the type of people that forage and connect with people and network and see if we can find materials for as cheap as we can, and if anything free, that's awesome. So we've had to like put a hold on some projects and move forward with something else just to be productive in what, you know, is this whole bus project. So we're back onto this area at the back here. We built a portion of the bed frame, and now it's time to sort of like work on this again, which is basically going to have insulation and then wood pallets that we've collected all for free as a cover over insulation. So I've installed these wood slats just here because that's what we're going to be screwing in all wood pieces onto the base. They're going to go straight into the wood as opposed to into the metal. It would just save us a lot more time and effort. And yeah, so after this I'm going to cut and install insulation, and then I'm going to be putting on the pallets and then sanding them. Got this whole area insulated. Screw in my pallet wood and then sand it down. Super exciting! First piece of wall in our home. Yeah, feeling good. Just kidding, had to undo it because of the way that we're gonna build the walls. So basically I put in this piece of wood here so that we could alternate, and so this piece would then have something to attach to. So it would need to actually go right here, and the one above would go right here. So yeah, edit, undo. Always drill a hole before you screw in your screw, just in case your wood is fragile so it doesn't split. I think that looks pretty cool.
The cat in until I'm secret ingredient. I mean the secret. Yeah, I've got the secret. I have any. You've got to go in there. I know.
Okay, so the bus is a hot mess right now. We've got like 100 different projects going on. Some cabinetry, some installing the oven into the cabinetry so that we can finish all of that and get it set in place. And then also insulation, and then Justin has been working on electric. So, oh yeah, I'm finishing the bed. Not to mention the rest of everything that we still have to do, which is like the biggest list of to-dos that you could ever imagine. This seems to be also never ending, and probably will be never ending, always for improvements and all that good stuff. So So what I'm going to be doing today is finishing up insulation where there's not going to be electric. So because we are putting the insulation and the electric through the walls of the bus instead of exterior or interior of the bus framing, like through our own wooden framing, we had to put a little bit of wood on all of these beams here so that we could attach the wood attach our pallet wood into this wood here instead of into the metal framing. It's just a lot easier on the drill, on your arms, on your fingers. It's a lot to keep drilling through metal. So that's what we did for that, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut the insulation and then put the vapor wrap over it and then put pallet wood over it, at least where we're not doing electric. That way Justin still has space to run his wires, all that good stuff. Let's go.
This piece of furniture is so old, they was using screws. They was using nails like this. They are hard to get out because there's not really a head on it. These things are beast.
Did you type it then?
Mm-hmm.